In this video, we're going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers, and I want to make sure that you understand what a mixed number is. A mixed number is a combination of a whole number, like 1, and then a part of a number, or a fraction, like 3/6. So, we're going to add two mixed numbers, and this right here represents one whole, right here, and 3/6. 1 and 3/6. 1 and 3/6. And we're going to be adding that to 3 whole. Here's my 1, 2, 3 whole right here. Each is 6 out of 6. Those are wholes. And then 2 6. And so we're going to be adding those two mixed numbers together. So let's go ahead and add them. So the order that I like to do it is this. I want to add the fractions first. So I'm going to add my 3/6 here plus 2/6. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this over and put them next to each other. And then you can see, if you count them, you can see that those two together right here, that these are my parts, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out. Notice how I left a little room here, though, for my next step, which is to add my whole numbers. Now that I've added my fractions, I want to go ahead and add my 1 right here to my 3 right here. So I'm just going to move them together because I'm combining them, I'm adding them. So here we go. How many wholes do I have now? 1 plus 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go ahead and write my whole number right here. And there you have it. 1 and 3/6 plus 3 and 2/6 equals 4 whole right here and 5/6. Now this time we're going to add two mixed numbers, only the parts, the fraction parts, are going to add up to more than a whole, which makes it just a little trickier. So let's go ahead and try it. I've got 1 whole here and 3/6, and we're going to combine it with 2 whole, 1, 2, with 4/6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and just like before, let's add the fractions together. 3/6, let's bump it over here, plus my 4/6. So let's go ahead and put those together. So if we add them up, we can count that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, right? So let's go ahead and write that right here. I've just added my two fractions. 3/6 plus 4/6 equals 7/6. And then how many wholes do I have? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3. So my answer could be 3 wholes and 7/6, right? 3 and 7/6. But I don't want to leave this improper fraction here, 7/6, because 7 is a bigger number than 6. So I'm going to show you how I can combine my 7/6 here visually and then pull out one whole from there and move my whole over with my other wholes. All right, so let's put all of our 6 together as much as we can until we create a whole. So look at, I haven't taken any away, I haven't added. I still have 7/6. Here's 6 out of 6, and then here's my 7/6. So now I can go ahead and move my 1 whole that I created by adding my 3/6 plus another 4/6, and that leaves me 1/6 left over. So instead of calling it 3 and 7/6, now I can call it 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/6. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and call this 4 whole, and then 1/6. So 1 and 3/6 plus 2 and 4/6 equals 4 and 1/6. Now let's try an example of subtraction. All right, we've got our two mixed numbers, and we're going to subtract 2 and 1/6 from 4 wholes and 3/6. So here is my 4 wholes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here's my 3/6. 1, 2, 3 out of 6. Let's go ahead and take away or subtract 2 wholes and 1/6. So I want to start by subtracting my fractions. So I'm going to look over here. I've got 3/6 and I want to take away 1/6. So let's go ahead and take 1/6 away. There, we did it. So 3/6 minus 1/6 equals 2/6. And notice once again I left some room here to subtract my wholes. So here's 1, 2, 6 right there. Now let's go ahead and subtract 2 wholes from 4. So let's take away 1 whole. That's one of them. Let's take another one. And what do we have left? Well, we know that 4 minus 2 equals 2. So when I put it all together, my answer is 4 and 3/6 minus 2 and 1/6 equals 2 whole and 2/6. And I want to mention here that 2 and 2/6 can be reduced to its lowest terms. 2/6 is equivalent to 1/3, because if I divide the top and bottom by the same number, or in this case 2 halves, which is 1, then my answer can be 2 and 1/3. And that number is in lowest terms. Because if you look at this, 2 out of 6 is 1/3. So that just makes sense. And that is how you add and subtract mixed numbers. Thanks for tuning in.